Hello everyone, I'm Devika and welcome to our channel The Assorted Bag. So you might already know what we're going to talk about today from the title. Yes, we are discussing work from home tips today. So work from home has suddenly gained ample popularity, especially in this year. So where earlier it used to be only the freelancers or sometimes the part-time employees were the ones who used to work from home, this year has seen most of the full-time employees also opting for work from home. So today's video is going to list out some of these tips that can be quite helpful in making yourself productive during your work from home period. One is about designating a permanent workspace. So now that you've decided to work from home for quite a certain period of time, why not have a designated workspace? So that could be a spare bedroom or just a desk that you transform into your work desk. But ensure that wherever you have designated this workspace, let the environment or the surrounding be a little quiet, to ensure that you continue to be productive. So daily when you begin your work from home task, ensure that you head to this particular place of yours or your bedroom which you have turned into a workspace, or your desk which you have converted into a work desk. So go there, sit and start your daily work from home routine. Number 2 is investing in quality technology. Yes. So now that you have decided to work from home, having a decent laptop or a desktop or a remote phone system can be quite useful. Moreover, for people who work from home and are entrepreneurs or have just set up their business, for them when working from home, having quality technologies can be quite effective. So also for employees, to stay connected with your bosses or colleagues, you'll need technology. So ensure that you have a decent setup of workspace at home, and also be update about your latest technologies. Be sure of these hardware and software details and updates, because you never know when you might need to make use of those to be successful in your work from home journey. 3 is structuring your day how you would structure it when in office. So when working from home, you're your own personal manager. You do not have bosses right behind you to monitor you every time. So you need to plan out your day accordingly. So make use of schedule makers, online calendars to set your tasks for that day. So because if you do not do that, you might just burn out working on one single task the entire day, while you might need to work on multiple tasks. So set a time frame for each task and follow the routine. So maybe you can set reminders based on which particular task needs to be addressed when. So being your personal manager for yourself, always create a schedule and follow that to ensure productivity. Tip number 4 is polishing your communication skills. So now since you're working remotely, you're working from home, you're not sitting right opposite your colleague, client or boss. So you do not have that in-person communication. You get to communicate remotely through email or phone or your web meetings. So in this case, communication is the key to being able to communicate effectively and thoroughly. Whatever you wish to say can be challenging if you do not follow the correct communication techniques. So if you're not too good with communication, maybe brush up on those communication skills so that you're able to communicate whatever you want to in an effective and easy manner. Next tip is about taking breaks and relaxing. So when you're working from office, you do take breaks. You have your coffee breaks, your lunch breaks, and several of these short breaks. So why should it be different when you're working from home? So when even at home working, do ensure that you take breaks at regular intervals. This will help you stay relaxed and fit physically as well as mentally. So getting up from the chair, say once in every 2 hours, will help you relax your eyes as well as your spine. So relax and take breaks. Maybe after you finish one particular task, get up, walk around, sip a cup of coffee and take a break. Next tip is about informing or communicating your work from home availability. Now, since most of your colleagues and bosses are also working from home, it's quite likely that all of you all might be working in different time zones. So in this cases, it becomes essential that you let them know about your schedules, your timings, or what projects you're working on. So communication is the key here. So inform your colleagues, clients, or bosses about the schedule that you're following, and also expect them to to inform you about their schedules. So this way all of y'all will stay on the same page and y'all will know who's working on which project and who your teammates are, or what working hours they are available. So also communicate the mode of contact. So if your teammates or bosses want to contact you, what should be the medium? So keeping these communications clear can ensure that the project is productive and you all do not have any kind of confusion with each other. Next tip is communicating expectations with anyone at home. So now that you're working from home, you are at home with other people, your siblings, parents, spouses, children. There are other people at home, and this is something that I've personally experienced because I work from home a lot. So communicating expectations can make you productive in the long run. So if you tell the others at home about your working hours and that you cannot miss a meeting or you are hitting a deadline, keeping them informed can ensure that you are in a noise-free environment, and so that you can work at your own pace and be effective in the long run. Number 8 is setting working hours. So if you have decided work from home to be a long-time commitment, then set working hours. Your working hours can vary. So because you're working from home, there's a lot of flexibility that you can put into use. So depending on when you are the most productive, say some few people might find the morning to be highly productive, few might find nighttime to be highly productive. So depending on whenever you feel yourself to be the most productive, set your working hours accordingly. Also depending on your household atmosphere, so you might not have kids during the morning when they're in school, so maybe that particular time of the day can be the productive or your working hours. So accordingly, based on your schedules, your suitability and availability, plan your daily working hours. Number 9 is staying off social media. So social networking sites take up a lot of our time and we are all addicted to it. So but do not make this hinder your productivity. So maybe you can remove them from your browser, shortcuts, or keep their notifications off. Whatever you do, ensure that you stay off social media during your working. 10, the last tip for today and the most important one, is developing a plan. Having an agenda can always make you more productive. So when you are working from home and you know that these are the tasks that I have to accomplish, why not create a list of these tasks and what kind of time frame you wish to assign to each. So have those tasks listed, assign a time frame and ensure that you follow it. Now since the agenda is something that you have created, it's flexible enough and you can modify it if there is a demand, but try to stick to it, and maybe you can make this list or develop the plan one day before you actually take it up. So say today you develop the plan for tomorrow, so once you wake up tomorrow, you're ready with the day's agenda, you can just directly go on to work. Wrap on today's video. I hope you found these tips useful. Do incorporate it if you're working from home, and do leave in the comment section which is the one tip that you like the most. And don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed today's content. I shall see you all soon again. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon. Shall meet you all again soon then. Thank you for watching today's video. Take care and bye bye.